Hi everyone, this is a quick live stream. I would like to talk about the thumbnail that I've shared and obviously the title. It's sunny, obviously I'm in Africa, you know that, and just tell me where you're watching me from as well. So it's a bit bright, but there's nothing we can do. Let's talk about this. Thanks for coming to my live stream. It's important that we discuss certain things, and this one has really got me cracking. So I came across Iris Kaingu's post of herself wearing a t-shirt of ECL, the current president Edgar Chagwa Lungu. And her caption was funny, and I'm just thinking, is Iris now the brand ambassador of PF? It sounded like a joke. So I'm going to read the caption. So this is her Facebook post. Yeah. Iris is dressed in all the ECL regalia, and she's smiling and happy. You know, I'm wearing ECL on my chest. Who are you to tell me what to do? This is freedom of speech, right? Yes. She's dressed and she's excited, and this is the caption. I'm going to read it for you now. Tell me where you're watching me from. So I found it strange that, you know, somebody like Iris would be promoting ECL. And this is what she says. The only revolution we will see in our generation is a one where it was even, the English was even wrong, is a one where, like, where the voice of women, youth, and definitely abled people is heard. Self-built-in. Ka walumna. I don't know whether it's a language. One Zambia, one nation, in God, ECL on my chest. I found it really funny, and people have commented, more than 2,000 comments. And some of the comments, the youth are saying, oh, because Iris has endorsed ECL, I'm also going to follow ECL. But for me, one thing I'm going to say is, Iris is a brand ambassador that is paid to do such things. She's been obviously paid to promote. There's no way she could do this because she loves ECL. No way. She knows people will watch, and this is how shallow, you know, we have very shallow people that follow the president, that will use a person like Iris to promote the party and to promote Bill 10. Now, here's the thing. This is why it's always good to learn and educate ourselves about, you know, Bill 10, what it's all about. Bill 10 wants the current PF government to carry on in service until 2030 or so. And this issue of to save women and blah, 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 it's just a conniving terminology used in order to lure people to following Bill 10. It's a trap, yeah? And using Iris, I think this is the worst advert ever. Because first of all, she shouldn't even accept to such. When Iris had a leaked tape, they did not even consider her as, oh, she's a woman, somebody might have trapped her in order for her to, you know, find herself in that tape. And then we've seen the unfair treatment of Iris. Obviously, she was really treated badly because there was issues between the minister, her dad is a minister, and the government. So they really escalated her case so highly to the point that women had to rise up to advocate for her case to be dealt properly. And then she says, I'm endorsing ECL. I'm wearing ECL. This is a disappointment. This is a disappointment. Because first of all, we've already seen that David MABUMBA has not been prosecuted. He has not gone to any prison cell like Iris. He has not gone to court. He was just fired from his job. And that firing can just be temporarily, and yet in a few months' time, he can be reinstated. But she went through enough embarrassment to even accept this It just shows how the youth can be easily bought. I'll give you an example. The day when I went to visit for the first time UPND offices, I met the secretariat, the SG. I went to the secretariat and I met the SG. And I said, look, I want to serve my people. And he said words I'll never forget. The problem is the youth, you are not strong. We can help you, nurture you, push you to the point whereby you become a successful politician and you're even in parliament, but once you are there, you are easily bought. We need youths who are strong, who cannot be bought. Now, this is evidence that the youth are weak. Now, the next thing we'll see is celebrities saying Bill 10. At one time, we saw PF taking Kalusha Wale around during campaigns. So is Iris now their brand ambassador? Think about it. She was treated really badly. And then she even wears a t-shirt, ECL. The revolution we will see is in our generation. Excuse me. ECL is not a revolution. He has destroyed our country. That's just the truth. Let's not even beat about the bush. Okay? So that's that. So I thought it was funny when I saw this. It was really, really funny. I don't understand what she's up to. Teddy Musonda says wearing someone's t-shirt is a problem. I think you should concentrate on building your profile. No, it isn't a problem, but the message of Bill 10 is what I am focusing on. Because if she had just worn the t-shirt, it's fine. It's a free country. I can wear my t-shirt. I can wear whatever t-shirt. We are in a free democratic country, right? Democracy. But to now say, save Bill 10, that's where the whole message got distorted. On the revolution is here now, say the voice of the women, and all sorts of things. So I thought it's strange that she would be promoting Bill 10 by wearing ECL's t-shirt. Everyone has a right. I can wear a t-shirt of Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. It's my right to do that, no problem. But to say, save Bill 10, why would she suddenly want to talk about Bill 10? You know, we've seen Madam Honorable Mwanakatwe standing up in a meeting and telling the people, you have to go for Bill 10. We've seen on this YouTube channel, Given Luvinda, saying, we need Bill 10. We've seen Honorable Nkandoluo saying, we need Bill 10. Because these are people who want to be in service until they are 70 years old. And you, the young person, you will never have a chance until they are out of office. They are not giving up on those seats. Now, if we're talking about a revolution, Bill 10 is not the revolution. And she said the only revolution. She can say the revolution we want to see, but saying the only revolution we will see in our generation. Excuse me, Bill 10 is not the only revolution we'll see. I will link down below in this video, Bill 10 videos that we've done with our amazing lawyer, Alliance Pusha, where he explains Bill 10, he breaks it down. Because a lot of people don't even know and understand what Bill 10 is. That's why they just easily, accept that it's possible. We've also seen videos on this same platform where I had stated, even on my Facebook, that look, the church was being targeted that they should endorse Bill 10. And a few people did endorse Bill 10. And when they were even endorsing that Bill 10, they had protested and, put on the banners, church people even saying, HH, this and that. And yet, when the youths wanted to protest on the 22nd of June, they were stopped. But just because the church, not the whole church, some church people were protesting and saying, let's save Bill 10. Bill 10 will allow Zambia to be a Christian nation. Zambia as a Christian nation, no one can remove that because it's something that we have as part of our constitution. Zambia is a Christian nation. But then these few individuals who, the information I got at that time was that they were paid to endorse Bill 10, and then the other church people didn't agree. They came out to say, no, don't come here and say, we the church. Say you, your church. Mention your church name. They had even posted an image on Radio Phoenix at that time. We did a live stream, you know. Yeah, okay. So Gabriel says, here's the truth of the matter. IK is a PF member. Yeah, we don't deny that if somebody wants to be a PF member. But to now use this to endorse Bill 10, I think it became irrelevant, especially the way she was treated as a woman. I think, me personally, I wouldn't even accept whatever offer, you know. So we know that there's desperation and there's fire to capture the youth because they know that the youths love Iris. So this didn't just come as an easy, oh, Iris, go and do this. She wouldn't just do it just like that. Iris is a brand. We know that. You know, it's like asking somebody who's a celebrity to wear a t-shirt. It doesn't come free. That's just the way it is. Don't expect Will Smith to wear a t-shirt with my face without anything. It doesn't work like that. I'm not going to buy, especially for her caliber, it doesn't work like that. Okay, so Clement says, you're my favorite. Thank you so much. Oh, Jackson is watching me from 30 miles. Kaminda says, Kadarism and, you know, have you also been paid to speak in this manner? Excuse me, Francis, no one has paid me. You don't, here we break down the truth. We break down the truth. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, Charles is saying, I'm watching from Dola, watching from Eastern Province, Lusaka. She said she was paid money to campaign for Bill 10. Ask her why she is supporting. She has no idea. Poor little girl, sorry for her. She has no idea what Bill 10 is. And this is why we have been saying this. People need to sit down and read the documents of Bill 10. Read. You will get to understand that Bill 10 is not something that will even favor you. We talked about billboards of Bill 10. Me, my focus, it's fine. If she says the revolution is here, I'm wearing ECL, it's fine. But when she says save Bill 10, it's now sending a message that, look, the reason why she's wearing this is we need to save Bill 10. Did she do this wholeheartedly? We don't know. Only she knows. Like I've said, she's a brand, and for her to wear something or to drink water, money has to be exchanged. That's just the truth. So regardless of whether I've chosen to be part of UPND and she's part of ECL crew, it doesn't matter. For me, my focus is, why is she saying save Bill 10? Because it's the only revolution. That's corny to say the only revolution. And to also say the voice of the women. Women are, I'm a woman right now, I'm speaking, I'm in Zambia. We are free to speak. So, and the issue of even Madam Kandolu was saying we'll have more women in parliament and all those things. We have women in parliament. It says that from my observation, not many people in Zambia, especially women, are interested in politics. Most women in Zambia would rather get a good job. I've seen a young girl named Mumbi who's at least outspoken. And I've also seen our musician, very beautiful, dark chocolate skinned. I always forget her name. When I remember, I was Wezi. She's also outspoken, but majority, even in celebrities, they're a bit reserved. Maybe they talk about things about gender-based violence, sexual abuse. They can talk about those things, but to come out strong to say, this is my political stance, no. Very few women want, because the nature of politics in Zambia is brutal. And especially you have to be ready for insults and all those things. So most women would rather preserve their dignity and just, sit back. If they are appointed as ministers, they would accept. but then whereby they want to campaign, they go in the field and everything. Not many women in Zambia are up for that. That's just the truth. So for her to say the voice of the women, we have lots of organizations that stand for the women, we know that, and differently abled people to be heard. I mean, the disabled people should have been heard over 40 years ago, not today. And why should there be such a desperation now towards the next year's election instead of this being an agenda of many years ago? It's because we know the corruption cases will surface next year once they're out of power. That's just the truth. We don't need to lie to ourselves that we don't know anything about the fire trucks, that we don't know anything about the 48 houses, we don't know anything about, $17 million. We know a lot of corruption cases, at least, that they cannot even answer. And the FIC report has also stated of, some mismanagement of funds, but that will only be clear, especially when they're out of government. So the only way they can clean up the mess is by doing what? By pushing the agenda of Bill 10. And I am saying this, no to Bill 10. Iris Kaingu is a brand. Why should she push the agenda of Bill 10? This is what they are doing, pushing celebrities, pushing people in high office to talk about Bill 10. They tried the billboards, it didn't work. Given Luminda even said, I have not seen any Bill 10 billboards, and then the Bill 10 billboards are everywhere noticeable, and he lives in Lusaka. So that's my focus, not even about her image and how she's dressed and everything. That's fine. You can wear anyone's t-shirt. It's not an offense. It's a free country. But to say the only revolution is Edgar Chagwa, no. And then another fact I would also like to say is the president does not qualify to stand next year for the elections. So why are they pushing the agenda for Bill 10 agenda? It's because he wants to be eligible. He is not eligible to stand. Read the Constitution, guys. He was elected twice now. That's the Constitution. Even though it was after the death of our late president, Michael Chilufya-Sata, he took over, yes, temporarily. Then he was elected. So that first election and the second election of 2016 disqualifies him from eligibility for 2021 elections. So why then would they push the agenda of Bill 10? It's because they want him to stand again as a president. And like he stated on his Facebook page, he had said, oh, by 2030, this is my vision for Zambia. It's because he is seeing that Bill 10 will go through. But we are saying no to Bill 10. And that should also be your responsibility as a youth of Zambia, as a citizen of Zambia, to go through Bill 10. Elias Musha even does Bill 10 sessions in Bemba for the layman to understand in simple Bemba terms. So people should understand what Bill 10 is. Even when he speaks in English, his Bill 10 explanation is simple. So that's what I wanted to say. Okay. We don't know the truth about Bill 10. Many of you don't know the truth about Bill 10. That's why you need to sit down and read it so that you explain, you understand for yourself. Okay, Mukuba Boy says it's not a secret. She's PF and PF supports Bill 10. Of course, she can't support any other because her dad is presently, in government from the last time I remember. Hi, JJ Wolf from Australia. South Africa, Janet, thank you so much. Bill 10 is here to stay. Nah, Gabriel, never. Okay, Focus says, we are not in the constitutional crisis. Hence, Bill 10 has nothing to do with the collapsed economic, but furthering interest of a few. Hence, it's falling. Definitely. You see, that's why I will say this, that Bill 10 is just an agenda that they want to push. And the only way they can push that is using Iris as a celebrity, using this one, using that one. But it's not going to work. And remember, they still need our MPs from the UPND to endorse Bill 10. And I don't think our MPs will endorse Bill 10. That one, Okay, Sandra says she doesn't know what she's talking about, but why saying things she doesn't even understand? I don't think she even understands, what it's all about. Okay, Janet Lukon says, that person who's asking you that you have also been paid, if you allow me, Lily, I can explain to him who Lily is. Thank you so much. Ruben, how are you? Janet says, good morning. Zambia will vote for you. Thank you. Okay, so so for me, I just thought she has no idea what Bill 10 is. Honestly, like Super Ken says, I'm watching from South Africa. You are right, Lily. Most people in all, if not all PF members, are just supporting Bill 10. It's not only UPND against Bill 10. Yes, but Chishimba Kambwili and KBF are against it. Thank you. So Dr. Chishimba Kambwili is against Bill 10 as well. He's been saying, and that's the thing, because then people will now start saying, no, it's because you're part of UPND, that's why you're endorsing this message, or maybe you're talking about Iris. No, it's okay for her to dress the way she wants to dress, but the message of Bill 10, Dr. Chishimba Kambwili has denied it. KBF2 declines it. Xavier Chishimba declines it. All opposition leaders decline Bill 10. Okay, Maxwell Luanja says, but how do we stop Bill 10? The how is the members of parliament from the opposition, which is UPND, have to say no to Bill 10. So that's why they've been trying to push the agenda. And according to the explanation of Elias Mosha is that they need about 112 members of parliament, plus a few, including a few, non-parliamentary MPs. Yeah, no, none. Well, he explains that those who endorse Bill 10 are people that are MPs, sitting MPs. They can endorse Bill 10, and then plus a few independents. That's the explanation, actually. Plus a few independents, but mainly, like from the UPND, I think they need about 2 or so. Then they need about 108 or something like that. So together the number should be about 112. But already they have a short of the number. I think that's the time, if you saw, we had some, when we had Dora Salia and Dr. Chilufya going on their COVID-19 holiday break, we saw that they came back quickly when the Bill 10 sessions came, resumed. Yeah, when they came back, they had resumed the Bill 10 sessions. So we know that that's the reason why they had come back, because they need more sitting MPs. And then obviously we've had the by-elections, and we've also had funerals of 2 MPs dying and everything. So they've replaced obviously those MPs. But when it comes to the Bill 10 agenda, I think it needs to go in court for a certain period of time. And if it's not really being debated or something like that, then it means it needs to be thrown away. So as far as I'm aware, Bill 10 has been thrown away, as far as I'm aware. But now they're trying to push the agenda, and given Luenda has said he will never give up on Bill 10. Okay, so Mwape says, is there any possibility of stopping Bill 10? Okay, Mr. Mosha the other day told us that the court came back and the 2015 and 2016 doesn't count as a full term, and Lungu can qualify for presidency. Oh, okay. Okay. So he can now qualify for presidency because the 2015. And the thing is, even the court itself, the question is, are they being truthful? Even if he qualifies for 2016, I don't think he will be voted in next year. That's just the truth. For now, people can say, ECL or whatever, PF, this and that, they are the reigning party, but a lot of people are heartbroken in their hearts because of the way he has behaved and the way he has ignored a lot of things. People wanted to hear a further voice during the gassing issue. He was silent. On so many issues, he's been silent. So people they feel neglected, to be honest. They really feel neglected. So even if, I don't think people will vote. Honestly, I don't think they will, but I don't think they'll vote for him. Okay, Priscilla says, UPND for Zambia. Lily, God bless you. Stand strong, dear. Don't mind people who are always blinded by the truth. Frida says, morning, Lily, watching you from Denmark. Thank you so much. Janet says, I don't know anything about Bill 10. Exactly. Many people don't know. And even Iris, if we ask her what Bill 10 is, she doesn't know. Many people don't know. I would like to go through it, please. Maybe Muchibemba, I will understand. Its majority Zambians are declining it, so do I. Yes. Philip Manetta, how are you? Morning. Okay, Cholo says, when they show their interest in something, it's always for their own benefit. I mean, by using, I can understand if you maybe use maybe KBF, people who of great standing in society, but if you use Iris is a socialite. She's not, I know she does charity work, but she's a socialite. And a socialite is somebody who does things for fame, you know what I mean? So she can take pictures of something, she can be invited at parties, and she gets paid for that. So being a socialite and then talking about Bill 10 doesn't make sense. Honestly, it doesn't. Okay, Moses saying, how can we stop? We will stop it. I don't think people will even vote for it, especially UPND. Samuel Kapalu says, thanks very much, sister. I'm watching you live from Zambezi, Northwestern. So it is only, it is only UPND to say no to Bill 10 or even other parts. All the parties have said no to Bill 10. All the parties, not just UPND. Let them take their time, Bill 10, so that they will have not enough. I don't understand, but yeah. Okay, Super Ken says, by the way, in which aspect is Iris a celebrity? That's a very good statement. Is it because of that video that leaked that pushed her to stardom? Thank you, Super Ken. So she's now being used as an ambassador, I believe, honestly. But for her to just say Bill 10, the caption is enough that, there's something there. There's something there. There's something here. Okay, thanks, Chris from Barossa. Okay, Janet says, I'm not much into politics, but with what is going on currently in Zambia, it's a shambles. I decree and declare, I will join UPND here in South Africa. Welcome to the red team. Okay, Linda watching me from Nakonde. Thank you so much. World of Troam. Got a sore throat, I think. What is Iris' job that gives her celebrity status? Well, obviously she became a celebrity after whatever happened, and like we've said before, people have bad intentions. They can do that in order to shame you, but at the end of the day, she wasn't treated right as a woman. She was taken to the cells. Like what I've said, I wasn't happy with the way she was treated, in as much as it was a leaked tape. Yeah, so she was really treated badly. Okay, so Mitch Mwaka says, are we still talking of Bill 10, which is dead? Some bills can be stubborn, sha. And then that's the thing. Like, why should Iris say save Bill 10? What are you saving about Bill 10? Ruben says, I love how you're doing your groundwork. Your name is becoming a household name. Keep grinding, my leader. Thank you so much. So thank you so much. I just wanted us to just do this quick live stream to talk about Iris' caption where she's saying save Bill 10. And people were asking questions about Bill 10, like, oh, if Iris is endorsing Bill 10, I'm also accepting Bill 10, But one thing I know about social media is that not everybody is a voter. So it's funny. It's funny. So we end with the caption again. Iris has stated that the only revolution that we will see in our generation is one where the voice of women, the youth, and differently abled people is heard. Save Bill 10. ECL on my chest. Yeah, okay. Newton Maleki says, where I'm working with over 300 employees, Copperbelt and Dollar, Edgar will get 0.2% votes and HH will get the rest. Mark it somewhere. Edgar equals failure. That's a known fact now. We know. Kofias Gunduza says, Lily, we need to hear your stance on 65 years retirement age. It is a top for the youths. Yeah, for 65 is fine. Even in Britain, retirement age is 65. So it's fine for anyone who wants to retire at 65. They still have the energy. But to retire at 70 like Bill 10 is trying to push is not acceptable. Because at 65, your muscles are gone. Some people have energy, but I feel if, for example, Honorable Nkandolua wants to still stand in Monali constituency, right? It means she'll stay for another 5 years, and then from next year, then by the time I try to enter into politics, for example, in 2026, if she took the seat, it means I would be about 42. So why should we have 42-year-olds or 43-year-olds when I can be in parliament when I'm 37 or when I'm 36? So why should we wait till they're 43, 44, 45? Then you only have 20 years to work. No, we need to be in parliament now when we have the energy and the drive. Okay, so Robson says, I like your analysis of the Zambian politics. Fanny says, I'm proud of you, madam. Keep the fire burning. I'm already to be employed and work with you, madam. No problem. Okay, Political Spider says, restating John 10:10. The PF comes only to steal, kill, and to destroy. UPND has come that Zambians may have full life and have it in full. So thank you so much. Richard is a Lozi speaking in Namibia. I didn't know you were Lozi. Okay, Mukuba Boy says, does Iris possess the power to influence MPs to vote for Bill 10? No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. So I just thought of the caption really like, okay, if she's saying this is the only revolution for women, and I'm looking at how she was treated as a woman, it doesn't make sense there. They should have treated her right in the first place, and she should have endorsed Bill 10 only if she was treated right. Okay. Moapedania says, Mom, you have hammered the nail on the head. Okay, Chris Chitumba says, with or without Bill 10, the guy will still win, mark my word. Nah, he won't. Okay, you remember what happened to Malawi? It's going to happen in Zambia. Okay, Samuel Kapalo says, let them take time on Bill 10 so that they will not have enough time with their newly elected president. From what I know to our constitution, it says when you are elected for 2 terms, it's done. Yes, it's done. So why does he still want to push the agenda of Bill 10? Okay. Sydney says, nothing wrong with wearing a political t-shirt. It's a choice. That's what we said. It's everybody's choice to wear your own political t-shirt. But the caption of endorsing Bill 10 is what got me. Not her wearing the t-shirt. Nah, the caption, save Bill 10. It's the only revolution. No, it's not. Bill 10 is not the only revolution. That is why we have even heard KBF, who has worked closely with PF, saying no. So thank you so much, everybody. Emmanuel says, this is a live. Lily, you inspire me. I've found courage to stand as a counselor in my ward and make sure I fight this ignorance that is eating motherland. Newton says, yes, Iris has the power to influence male PF MPs to vote for Bill 10. She will just do what she's known for. Her videos are still in public domain. Eta Mumba says the whole Catholic organization is against Bill 10. Who is Iris? Thank you. So the Bill 10 as well, the Catholic Church has said no against Bill 10. They've issued statements. They've tried by all means. In fact, the Christians that came out to say the church is endorsing Bill 10, they were fighting the Catholic Church, and the Catholic has written a very beautiful statement. I'm going to be doing a live stream this evening where I'll be reading the document of what the Catholic says about Bill 10. It's a very powerful document. I received it from a Catholic nun who lives in Italy, a follower of my YouTube channel, and she sent me that. It was very powerful. Robson Mukangila says, where is the 30 million for the youths? It's our story. Mape says, Madam, your talking is awakening many people's minds. Keep it up. Keep it 100%. Political Spider says, are they rebanding Iris or PF? Either way, it's impossible. The damage is extensive. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. I gotta go for a meeting right now. I thought let's discuss this, but I'll be back for a live stream again where we talk about what the Catholics say about Bill 10 and this whole, t-shirt wearing of Iris was okay. I'm not saying I'm against it, but the caption of Bill 10 is what got me. Janet says, thanks, Lily. I have told my family in Munali constituency to cast their vote. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. I love you. I love you. I love you.